Namaskar, namaskar, namaskar. So students, my name is Gyanendra Kumar. I am biology educator in India. In this video, we are going to discuss renin angiotensin aldosterone system. What is this renin angiotensin aldosterone system? This renin angiotensin aldosterone system is also called RAS. Okay. Okay, fine. So what is that exactly? Try to understand it, students. See, our kidney function, kidney function, you all know well, it is our kidney only who filter blood. The afferent arteriole bring blood to the kidney, right? And then that blood filtered into the Bowman's capsule, and then reabsorption and all kind of things happen that we have discussed it already well, right? Now this afferent arteriole bring blood here for filtration, right? Yeah, this is afferent arteriole. Bring blood in each nephron for filtration, and the remaining blood is taken by efferent arteriole. The volume of blood which come in this nephron for filtration per minute is called glomerular filtration. The volume of blood filtered by all nephrons of the kidney per minute is called glomerular filtration rate, and this glomerular filtration rate is 125 ml per minute. So in 125, in our kidneys actually, they form filtrate, they filter blood, and the filtered blood is actually 125 ml per minute. Fine, it's a 125 ml per minute. 1 minute 125 ml. So what about 60 minutes, students? Approximately 7500 ml per hour. I mean, what about 24 hour? What about 24 hour? So in 24 hour it will be 180,000 ml per day, right? In but we all know this is the volume of filtrate form per day. But do you think that we pass urine 180 liter per day? No. Out of this 180 liter, only 1% approximately form urine. So if I am taking a round of value, actually it will be 1 to 1.5 liter, but for my convenience, if I am taking that value 1.8 liter, still it is just 1% of the total volume. Remaining volume, yeah, the remaining volume of the filtrate, that is 99%, it reabsorb back. Yeah, in the nephron only it reabsorb back. Now the volume of filtrate form per minute is called glomerular filtration rate. This glomerular filtration rate, it's a quite changeable kind of thing. Whenever required, this glomerular filtration rate increases. Whenever required, the glomerular filtration rate decreases also. Now you imagine one situation when blood pressure is actually decreased in our body. In our body, blood pressure is decreased. Osmolarity of blood is increased. Osmolarity of blood is increased. And whenever osmolarity increases, the osmoreceptors present in our body, they send signal to the brain. Fine, they send signal to the brain. Bro, osmolarity of the blood is increased. Osmolarity of blood is increased, that means the concentration of solute in our blood, like NaCl is present, urea is present, that concentration increased. Blood pressure decreased, concentration of solute increased, then they will send signal to the brain. Fine, brain have to take care. Now how they will take care, that we are going to discuss here. Afferent arteriole bring, now you imagine situation, afferent arteriole bring blood here, and osmolarity of that blood is high, quite high in fact, right? Now when the osmolarity is high of the for the blood, obviously the filter rate concentration will also be very high, right? And when filtrate concentration is high, that high concentration of NaCl containing filtrate will come to distal convoluted tubule. You all know distal convoluted tubule is in contact with the cells of afferent arteriole, right? And the cells of distal convoluted tubule, students, the cells of distal convoluted tubule which are in contact of afferent arteriole cells, that cells are some specialized cells, and these cells are called Malpighian cells. Sorry, not Malpighian cells, macula densa cells. Macula densa cell. Macula densa cells are some specialized cells of distal convoluted tubule who are in contact with juxtaglomerular cells of the afferent arteriole. This green color I am making, they are juxtaglomerular cells of the afferent arteriole. Fine. And the cells of the distal convoluted tubule which are in contact with this juxtaglomerular cells are called macula densa cells. And these macula densa cells are present in distal convoluted tubule. Whenever osmolarity will increase, high osmolarity of the high osmolar filtrate, concentrated filtrate will come to distal convoluted tubule. The macula densa of the distal convoluted tubule have capacity, yeah, they have capacity to detect NaCl and urea, sorry, not urea, NaCl. They have capacity to detect NaCl concentration in the filter rate. Now obviously when the osmolarity was increased, when osmolarity was increased, when the osmolarity was increased, filter rate which came here is osmolarity is high, NaCl will be high. This high NaCl will be detected by our macula densa cell and they will send signal to the juxtaglomerular cell. Now the juxtaglomerular cell, they will click on a series of multi-hormonal regulation feedback mechanism that is only called renin angiotensin aldosterone system. And the goal of this renin angiotensin aldosterone system is what, we have to increase BP to the normal, okay, and we have to decrease osmolarity also, right? How it's happening, let's see. It's quite interesting, osmolarity you have to decrease and blood pressure you have to increase. Actually the juxtaglomerular cells of the kidney releases one molecule that called renin. Yes, they releases one molecule that is called renin. Whenever osmolarity will increase, our juxtaglomerular cells releases renin. At same time, our liver, releases one molecule that is called angiotensinogen. Angio means blood vessel, okay, and tens means you all know contraction, right? Now the renin what do when the liver release this angiotensinogen in the blood, they convert it into the angiotensin first. And this angiotensin first converted into the angiotensin second by an enzyme secreted by lung that is called angiotensin converting enzyme. Yeah guys, this is angiotensin converting enzyme. Angiotensin converting enzyme. Clear? So the angiotensin converting enzyme secreted by the lungs, they will convert into the angiotensin. And students, you should understand it. This angiotensin second, it's a great vasoconstrictor. Great vasoconstrictor means they contract blood vessel. And you tell me if blood vessels in our body will contract, what will be result on the blood pressure? So what first thing they do, they increases they constrict our blood vessel, and when the blood vessel will constrict, obviously blood pressure will increase. Fine. Okay. In second mechanism, what they do, this atrial natriuretic factor, they activate posterior pituitary to secrete antidiuretic hormone. This antidiuretic hormone act on distal convoluted tubule. It act on collecting duct to absorb more and more water. Fine. The antidiuretic hormone, which is also called vasopressin, what they will do, they will cause absorption of distal convoluted tubule. They will cause absorption of water from distal convoluted tubule. Actually, in this distal convoluted tubule, one specialized type of channel proteins are present, aquaporin, that is called aquaporin 2. This antidiuretic hormone causes absorption of water through this aquaporin protein only, right? So our angiotensin second, yeah, this angiotensin second, they causes secretion of antidiuretic hormone, and that causes absorption of water. And when the water will absorb and more, this water will obviously, it will be added in our body fluid, and when it will be added into the circulating volume of the body fluid, blood pressure is going to increase. Okay. So this secretion of antidiuretic hormone minimizes loss of water through urine. So what this antidiuretic hormone do? They increases blood pressure. They increases absorption of water. Fine. Then this angiotensin second, they act on adrenal cortex gland, and from adrenal cortex gland they will cause secretion of one great mineralocorticoid, and this great mineralocorticoid is called aldosterone. Fine. This aldosterone secreted from the adrenal cortex gland, they causes reabsorption of water. Sorry, reabsorption of sodium ion in distal convoluted tubule. And you all know that sodium ion movement is obliged by H2O to follow. Water is obliged to follow this sodium ion. Guys, you all know well that our Prime Minister in India, our Prime Minister is Mr. Narendra Modi, right? So if sodium ion is like Narendra Modi, water is like our Home Minister Amit Shah. If sodium ion will be absorbed from our body, water is obliged to follow it. Fine. So that is going to happen due to secretion of our aldosterone hormone. If sodium ion will absorb, so potassium ion have to secrete. If sodium ion is like Narendra Modi, this potassium ion, is a leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi. Right. So if sodium ion absorb, our potassium ion will go in opposite direction. They will excrete into the tubules. Fine. So sodium ion was absorbed, right, and it was followed by water due to secretion of aldosterone. So ultimately what they will do, you tell? What they are going to do ultimately? They will actually increase blood pressure, because water which was absorbed by distal convoluted tubule, ultimately it will added into the blood only. Fine. And then we have sympathetic activity. This sympathetic neural supply activate and it increases blood pressure. The result of this whole phenomena, the blood pressure will increase. And when blood pressure increases, glomerular filtration rate glomerular filtration rate also increases. When BP increases, glomerular filtration rate is also increases. Fine. So with the glomerular filtration rate which was declined, now it's came to normal. Okay. Blood pressure increase and more water is added into blood, so osmolarity also decline to normal. This is what our renin, which is secreted by kidney, angiotensin secreted by our liver, aldosterone secrete, it's a kind of mineralocorticoid secreted by our adrenal cortex. So we are calling it renin angiotensin aldosterone system. Okay, remaining we'll see in next video.